Physics engines are cool. You can make stuff like big bouncing buttons and falling objects. And today, I challenged myself to make a physics engine. I don't know what I thought I was doing because I don't know the first thing about physics engines, or physics. Definitely not competent enough at programming to even try this. This will only end up in a huge disaster. Through the power of the internet and forums, and if one of you guys go down into the comments and say I could have probably just vibe coded this, then I will personally execute you. I'm joking. I'm only gonna write you a strong worded letter, then execute you. Alright, I gotta stop this bit. This is gonna get me demonetized. Anyways, first order of action in our journey is creating big jiggling butts. I mean falling objects, my bad. I get those two mixed up a lot. We have to understand something called a vector. A vector is anything that has magnitude, mass, length, and direction. Like when you're about to throw a US M67 fragmentation grenade. The grenade has a velocity, how hard you're gonna throw it, and a direction, where you're gonna throw it. That reminds me of a story when I was in middle school, and one of this girl approached me, and I thought it was it. I was finally pulling, I was about to bag a 10 out of 10, but no, she was just there to show me a gore video of this Hispanic dude blowing his arm off with a grenade. It was oddly traumatizing. Anyways, watch me make this vector library that we're definitely gonna use, and I'm definitely not gonna ignore for the rest of the video. Now that I'm done making the vector library that I'm definitely going to use, it's time to make the body structure. We need position, where the butts are going to be. Velocity, we already know what that's for. And force, and also mass. Don't forget mass. This is going to give us the ability to update the body every frame. Just for a little context, I'm going to be making a force-based physics engine. So you can stack forces like gravity, wind, explosions. Yes, you caught me. I'm not actually making a booty jiggling simulator. I'm actually just making a real physics engine. My bad for deceiving you. That reminds me of when my mom told me that the US was a utopia, where everything was perfect and everybody lived the perfect life. But the first thing I saw when I got here was a butt, booty, naked homeless man running across the street. And I just looked at my mom and said, "Oh my God, I thought you were lying." Anyway, to update the bodies, we need the formula for acceleration, which if you didn't know, it's just acceleration equals force divided by mass. Because if you think about it, if you apply force to a heavy object, it's going to take more force to move it. But if you apply that same force onto a smaller object, you're going to move it with ease. You're going to be throwing it around. Like how the US threw a missile into a school of Iranian kids. I'm sure there was a lot of thought and planning behind that. Anyways, the next formula we need is converting acceleration into velocity, which is just velocity plus equals acceleration times delta time. Times delta time? Am I stupid? Now to update the position, you need to do position plus equals velocity times delta time. Then we want to reset the forces, because once you push something and you stop pushing it, there's no more force being applied to that object. There's no more force being applied to that object. Now my favorite time to see the butts. Oh, forgot, I'm not doing that bit anymore, my bad. It's time to render the objects. I decided to use SDL2 to render because I don't really know much about C. And I just searched up rendering in C, and that's the first thing that showed up. After watching so many YouTube tutorials about SDL and how to render stuff, I finally made my first rendering function. And just like how your mom looked at you and said, "You might not be perfect, but you'll do." I don't know where I'm going with this joke. Pointer to a renderer and a pointer to an object. First, we need to set the render color. That's basically the background. We do this at the top because I'm planning to run all of this in a loop. Then we clear the screen, then we draw the object, and then we present the object. This is becoming repetitive. It kind of reminds me of when my friend in middle school leaned over and told me one of the most technologically advanced idea ever. He said, "Hey, what if I got a spray bottle, filled it up with my semen, and then sprayed it all over the class? Do you think that would get the girls pregnant?" I was at awe. I was shocked. Because what a great engineering mindset. Always thinking of new solutions. I wonder where he's at right now. He has to be at a great college. He's in jail. Anyways, now that rendering works perfectly, it's time to make the simulation loop. For the simulation loop, it's pretty simple. Create a pointer object for an SDL window called PhysicsSim. Give it size 800 by 600, because that's what the YouTube video told me to do. Then we create the rendering pointer. Then we make our object, which is called booty. I meant block. Then we call the setObject function, which I forgot to explain. But basically, it sets all the object's parameters to 0, so it spawns at the same place every single time. Then we start our loop, but we have to be very pedantic in this loop, because if you switch any of these around, it will crash the program. We have to apply gravity, check for collisions, apply gravity, check for collisions, apply gravity, update body, then check for collisions. If you want me to add the ability to spawn in more items, make items collide with each other, throw items around, basically everything that makes a physics simulator fun, then like and subscribe. And also don't forget to tattoo my channel name all over your body. It really helps spread the good word of the channel.